All right, welcome to another episode, Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast. I'm your host, Stevie V. I keep talking, you wonder why. I think that's the new phrase of the show. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, just about to hit I-90, coming out of G-Town, Gillette, Wyoming. I'm actually heading back to Platte, South Dakota, town that I graduated from. A real small town. I know a lot of people like to say Casper's a small town, but not even fucking close. Excuse my language. Hopefully everybody's been doing good. It's been a while since released an episode. Heading back to drop some almost all of my artwork off. Man, I tell you what, these iced edition, iced vanilla berry of Red Bull, that's way good. Way good. Love it. Yep, heading back. Drop some artwork off for Arts in the Park, Mitchell, South Dakota, 2026. That's what's up. Excited to be a part of the show again. Super excited to see family and friends. Spend a good weekend. Family's coming down as well, so looks like throwing some water out there. Wyodak. Go ahead and Google that if you've never seen or heard of Wyodak. It's pretty crazy the amount of excuse me, just how close the mine's gotten to the interstate, just how much it's like grown, I guess, too. That's another thing. Gillette's gotten pretty big, bigger, I guess. Every time I come through or what have you, there's something new. Same with Casper too. I just seen Bar None. They're getting a truck stop out there, I guess, essentially. Loves. I heard Hardee's is going in there, so that'll be cool. Hardee's has always been good. They shut both of the locations off or closed them down in Casper. But yeah, hopefully everybody's been doing good. Oh wow, that old mouse infested double wide trailer he used to live in off I-90 looks like it got a little bit of work done to it. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, been a while. Just rocking with this little $5 mic. Got from Five Below a while ago. Probably sound a lot different now due to some of my teeth. My teeth have been crumbling, unfortunately. Been dealing with that crap. went to Instacare a while ago. Swelling was getting pretty gnarly. Which reminds me, I needed to put a call into the dentist, which I'm going to do after this. I'll have to charge up my phone, I guess, so I can get into the damn, yeah. Anyway, yeah, hopefully everybody's been doing good, great, and grand. I've just been mostly getting ready for this art show coming up. Once a year gig. It is quite a ways away as far as travel, but it's always worth it. It's going to be really cool. The family is going to be coming down. I get to meet some people, have some good times. What else? What else has been going on? Haven't really been doing much golf. Went to the driving range about a month or so ago, I guess. What else? Nothing really. Just art. Doing a bunch of art, which you can check out. The link below. Click it, and it will take you to all the wonderful artwork links. Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast, social media as well. Oh, I went to Burger King for breakfast this morning. I'll drive through, got the wrong damn order, which is whatever, just as long as it was hot and fresh, which it was. The only thing that's irritating is they never throw napkins in them bags. Like, dude, it's gonna drive through. Obviously, not everybody has napkins in their vehicle, which is kind of irritating. But I was cautious, did not make a mess. Did not make a mess. I'm not mobbing in the minivan. I'm mobbing in the Subaru Outback. I'm actually really glad that I took this extra little trip to alleviate some of the stress with transporting the artwork. Got everything packed in here pretty good. Really no room for anything else, to be honest with you. Got that motorcycle fairing in here, even. Hopefully the sound and everything's good. If not, I guess it's whatever. Just lost a bunch of too much time recording, I guess. Not really. I'm sure people are like, what the hell is this guy dude talking to himself? Oh man, we got a couple arms out of the front and rear windows of that Dodge. Pulling a gooseneck trailer, heck yeah. Heading back out to the ranch, I reckon. What else has been going on? Oh, cooked up some burgers last night. Got everything. It was probably about 11:30 before I got to everything packed up in the vehicle before I got back in the house. But cooked up some food on the grill. One thing I noticed. Man, you're really getting short on almost everything nowadays. I opened up the bag of charcoal freshly bought from Walmart. I actually went inside. It's interesting going in places anymore, I guess. Just people watching. Anyway, half of the charcoal is gone. And so you're paying for air, just like a bag of chips. One thing I did notice too, though, excuse me, you know when people are, I guess essentially, lost my train of thought. Oh, when they wear pajama pants into Walmart or wherever else, it might be comfortable. I get it. But that also screams straight laziness. If you think about it. And you're kind of just telling everybody else around you, too, like, you know what? Screw yourself. I'm not even going to get dressed for the world. I'm just going to wear my pajama pants. Show everybody how lazy I am. With all the Rick and Morty designs on them. You know what I mean? That's why it's almost like basketball shorts are essentially damn near the best type of pajama. It's universal. You can hop right out of bed and you could go to Walmart. People wouldn't even know the difference. They just thought you got off the basketball court with your and one basketball shorts, flip flops. Yeah, so what? I'm describing my wardrobe, whatever. No, it's not the one that I got on, but just thinking, rambling thoughts, you know what I mean? Rambling, random thoughts, cruising I-90 headed to Platte, South Dakota. Pretty excited to see the old man, I guess. Just being back on the farm. That shit's really cool. I guess another reason why I'm taking this trip too, so that way be able to fit everybody's shit in the vehicle too as we're traveling back. Because if we wouldn't take the extra trip, there wouldn't really. I mean, we could take two vehicles, but with the gas, it's just kind of crazy. I mean, maybe it is the same thing. I mean, I guess it is, if you think about it. Because I'm taking two trips. Yeah, who knows? What else? I think I might just stop this and play it back just to see. I mean, it's already a 13-minute recording. It's just a sound. Hey, I need to pay attention. I get pulled over. Oh, Johnny Law. Man, I'm excited to be back for the Arts in the Park thing, of course, but I got so much different artwork this year. So much different stuff. I tried not posting too much of it on social media because, of course, it is awesome that, well, not everything sells right away, but, when I post something, 9 times out of 10, somebody's already, wanting to buy it, which is awesome. Like I said, but, a lot of the people back home, they don't even mess with the social media, so I just don't really feel that it's fair to them when they don't get to see some of that, the top-notch stuff, I guess. Because then, you know what I mean, when I'm coming back, or when I come back with stuff, a lot of it's either from last year or, it's been shown at other shows. Well, I guess I really didn't do very many shows this year. I do have some pieces. Go check out R321 in Casper, Wyoming, obviously. I got 3 pieces up there. Had the reception last week on Thursday, first week of the art walk in Casper, which is pretty cool. I don't really stay at a lot of the events too long, I guess. I don't really know why, I guess. But it was really good seeing some of the people that I did, some of the artists. Brought the girls with. They got to see some of that stuff. The other thing I like bringing them with, so that way they could actually see how important, I guess, and I don't really know what the other word for it is, but just having the artwork actually shown in, the actual gallery, and then when, there's a abundance number of people that gather just because of, an art show or exhibit, I guess you could say, is really cool, and brings people together. So yeah, Maisie's actually had stuff in the Nicolayson before. I think this next go around, when I see an exhibit pop up, I'm gonna really drill the kids into showing off, doing some artwork for it. Just because, so they can get that experience as well. Even though they're super busy with sports stuff, rocking the gymnastics. That's going more now. Not because it's the summer. She just got advanced. So that's badass. And my nephew, 5-year-old, Maisie, obviously, she's doing her volleyball stuff, her camps and everything. Going into high school this year. So that's gonna be something really cool, for her, and just new experience. And my nephew, he's out there rocking the motocross this year, doing his little pee-wee stuff. 5 years old. He's already came home, with second overall. On two different occasions. The week before, not last week, but the week prior, was actually in town, so got to go to it. More of a convenience type thing too, because usually when the Arts in the Park thing come up, like, I'm pretty dedicated to getting as much work done as I possibly can to show everybody. But yeah, I'm super excited to watch his journey. Definitely be on the lookout, because old number 520, Gentry Minchow, he's gonna be on TV. All them kids are, to be honest with you. Pretty talented. Pretty talented bunch. What else? 4th of July. Happy 250th to America. 4th of July was pretty good. We went to, Obviously, around here it's pretty dry, so fireworks are frowned upon quite heavily, which is whatever. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, too, it's badass to shoot fireworks off. Let's be honest here. Growing up, it was a really big thing to shoot fireworks off, or as much as we could. You know what I mean? Because that was that was another thing too. If I remember correctly, they wouldn't let us shoot them off in the trailer park. But yeah, so 4th of July, had a barbecue, a bunch of people came over, which was pretty cool, of course. Went out to the sister's house, because in bar none, you could actually shoot fireworks off out there at the ball field. There was quite a few people when we arrived, of course. You had to essentially sit there and wait in line. The fire department and all that stuff was out there too, so obviously it was pay attention. It was a safe thing. It got to the point essentially where we had waited around for so damn long that my sister essentially was just like, "Yeah, should we just go shoot them off at the house?" And yeah. I mean, there was quite a few people that were shooting fireworks off around, so, I mean, why not? We didn't have anything big, obviously. I mean, the kids were there, having a grand old time. And, one of the neighbors, of course, there's always somebody that's going to bitch about something. One of the neighbors came out and started complaining. He essentially, like, I don't even really know how to explain it, dude. Well, I bought these firecrackers for little G, that's my nephew, just because, like, I don't know, when I went and got fireworks that one day with Mabry, I was like, man, this is a gentry thing. It was just one of them, like, 50 or 100 round things of firecrackers. But, yeah, he lit that off, and then neighbor's like standing there in his fucking door looking out the window while he's drinking his Busch Light or what have you. And just mean mugging hard. And one of the funny things to do, too, is when someone's like mean mugging, just smile. And laugh and shit, because it pisses them off even more. But, yeah, and then they had the usual fireworks like they always do. Casper puts on their thing. And they only went off for, a short period of time. And then, we're all kind of like, well, this is kind of lame, or lame fireworks this year. This, that, and the other. But then all of a sudden, here comes the neighbor guy running out the house. Yeah, they knew it. There's going to be a fire. There's already a fire going on. Apparently, there was a fire that started where they were lighting off all them big fireworks. Of course, it got put out because the fire department was there. They take the proper precaution. But I don't know. It was just crazy. Everybody had a good time, though. I thought the funny thing was the neighbor guy, it was a little bit after 10 o'clock. He decided he was going to turn his sprinkler system on. Kind of weird, but yeah, we were just, kids had sparklers, they just little stuff. But it just goes to show nowadays everybody's just so uptight. Just doesn't really want to have any fun anymore. Just a bunch of fun haters. I'm sure that guy probably hates Christmas too. and probably kicks his dog. You know, he probably spits in his dog's face at Christmas time and his birthday. And he probably calls his dog a stupid bitch. It's just crazy. Crazy. Nobody really ever wants to. I mean, I do get it, the whole fire situation, because that is a really big deal. But it's just irritating, just like the person that just passed me right now. And after he passed me, immediately cut right in front of me, even though I'm doing the speed limit. Only in America. I can't stand Toby Keith. He's a jerk off. I shouldn't say that, though. I'm not supposed to speak ill of the deceased. I'm trying to change my ways. Actually, I am. I've been changing. I think I changed quite a bit, obviously. No more drinking. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't vape. You know. Ooh, there's Devil's Tower. I did an episode on, was it the Avatars? Avatar has a secret base in there. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I heard you have to pay to get in to go see it now. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but if it is, that's a bunch of bullshit. We went to Bear Country a few weeks back, and holy shit, $90 now. It's crazy. $90 just to get in there, and not even a lot of those animals are even out. They look sick. It's like, are you guys feeding these animals this $90 that you just overcharged everybody? I mean, with the gas too, you got to drive through there, so that's, you know, that's something too. The other thing I was wondering the other day was like, you know, with them consistently upping the gas prices, like, it's forcing people just to get electric vehicles. You know? Which makes sense, because it's just, you know, people will get irritated with it after a while, won't be able to afford it. If I remember correctly, when I was talking to my boss the other day, he was talking about how Tesla's like actually kind of inexpensive right now, which makes sense. Oh, speaking of boss, anybody else getting sick and tired of hearing that word all the time? And ooh, there's a bloated antelope on the side of the road. Anybody ever get tired of people calling you boss? Like when you have no affiliation with the person whatsoever. Like, man, that just, I don't know. It's one of the things that just kind of irks me, I guess. It's going away. Or maybe, what was I talking to? Shout out to Jed Coburnus, jedcoburnus.com. He's always rocking stuff, man. When I was talking to him the other day, yeah, I think bro is getting swept under the rug, essentially, with the term boss. I mean, I guess people do still say, like, brother, but I can't stand that, too. Like, especially if I don't even know you, or, I don't know, just irritating, I guess. A rant, maybe. A rant. What was it? Oh, the Mandela effect thing. So it was a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago, a few episodes ago. It's been over a month, I think. Oh, I better pay attention while I'm in construction. 65. Anyway, Mandela effect about the bull symbol. So, John, shout out to 10 for 10 also, by the way. Well, is still holding it down. They had an acoustic set at Oil City Beer Company a few weeks ago. I actually went out of the house and went and checked that out. Yeah, really cool. Really cool. Never heard their acoustic set before. I thought it sounded amazing. So yeah, keep it pumping. Keep that shit rolling, fellas. But John had reached out and he was talking about the whole Chicago Bulls thing in the logo. If there was a ring in the nose of the logo, well, and John said that there was one. Here is something that tripped me out. So the other, I don't remember when it was, the movie Boys in the Hood, with Ice Cube, and man, there was an amazing cast. Anyway, in that movie, there's a scene where they're in the street, everybody's hanging out, and all of a sudden the one dude bumps into, I can't even remember their name, the dude that's supposed to be the football player, or is the football player, that's fixing to go to college, bumps into him. Then there's a exchange of words, and the one fella was rocking a Chicago Bulls beanie, stocking hat, essentially. And there was not a nose ring on that logo. And that movie was from the 90s. So, yeah, that shit really trips me out a little bit. Tripped me out. The other Mandela effect that I heard the other day, which I know is bullshit, capital B, Demolition Man. Do you guys remember that movie? Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone. They essentially get frozen, and in time, they get unthawed. Really wish this guy would get off my ass. They get unfrozen. Wesley Snipes, he goes and he just starts a big old crime spree, essentially with what I would assume is the governor or maybe like the president. I don't know, but growing up, it was one of my favorite movies. And mostly Wesley Snipes' part, because I was always like a villain type guy. I always like the enemy, I guess. But, so yeah, when he was always breaking the law and shit, I thought it was funny. Anyway, getting back to this Mandela effect, do you remember when Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock, they're going on this, I don't really think it was a date. I haven't watched it in quite a while, but they go to like this meeting with that president or whatever guy, and they go out, well, they're going out to eat. Well, they go out to eat at Taco Bell. Now, the new Mandela effect is it's Pizza Hut. And I've seen some of the videos where they're claiming it's Pizza Hut. Have I seen it personally with my own two eyes? Negative. I have not. But, I mean, you know how the AI videos and shit like that can be, but I don't know. It's, that fucking scared the shit out of me. I really hate these construction things, because like sometimes Like, I feel that they don't do a very good job with the signage. It could cause a gnarly accident. But yeah, that was the kind of newest Mandela effect thing. Pizza Hut is the one that won the food race, I guess. I think is how they put it, or the advertising. I think. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, I guess, but bullshit too. And then I think there was something with the movie Forrest Gump not too long ago. I seen with oh man, I want to say it was where he says, "Sorry to break up your Black Panther party" or something like that. It got removed, but it's kind of difficult seeing out these windows. I took a picture and stuff before I left, a little video too. I was gonna throw up on the Spotify. Hopefully this audio is doing good. Can't believe it's already 36 minutes. Just kind of rambling. I keep talking, you wonder why. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing good, great, and amazing. The boy Jiggy, he was on the podcast last year. He's coming out of South Africa. He's got a new project that he's going to be putting out. We're trying to get a time locked in where we can get everybody situated. One of the most difficult things about talking with some of these guests is they're in different time zones, in different countries. So, like when I talked to him, he was doing his live video, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was 5 o'clock here, and I believe he's a day ahead. I think, I can't remember, but it's just super confusing. Also, shout out to my buddy Ryan over there across the pond as well. Oh, ouch. Man, my hip is killing me today. Yeah, but shout out, man. I always like talking with you, chatting with you a little bit. Apologize sometimes if it's short and sweet, but yeah. Yep, I always do enjoy chatting with you. We'll have to do a show again one of these days. What else? I had some other stuff that I was gonna try and chit chat about or throw your way, I guess, but I lost it. I lost it in the train of thought. Well, shout out to Casper Spuds, of course. Hometown baseball team. I seen that they're, well, not them, but one of the teams is going to be playing in my hometown. That's out of the same league, which is really cool. Hopefully the Spuds will get over there and play a game. I do know that there is some people back home that do know the Casper Spuds, because I'm always throwing it out there all the time. Daggett and I usually watch the games via YouTube while we're just hanging out after we get done with Arts in the Park. But yeah, and then I seen that they're doing like a throwback game, I guess. Throwback game as far as so apparently this was actually before my time even, with any sort of affiliation with the baseball team there in town. They were called the Cutthroats back in the day, so I guess they are going to be playing the Casper Spuds are going to be playing a game as the Cutthroats. So that's pretty cool. I originally got on with the baseball team, and it was the Horseheads. which was really cool. Really cool. I am bummed that I'm not really working there anymore, but um, times have changed, I guess. It's a lot going on. A lot going on nowadays. Also, shout out to Little Shop of Burgers. Definitely go check them out. 1040 North Center Street. Forbidden Leaf. Definitely come check that out. We got the cheapest vapes in town, is what I've been told, anyway. So yeah, definitely come check out any 4 of those locations. Evansville, and we got 3 in Casper. I'm posted up down on 2nd Street. Come see me. We got really cool exotic drinks too from different countries. Some of the snacks too. The really cool thing about a lot of those snacks that we got is you can actually how do I want to say it? So like the chips, you can actually taste the corn and stuff in them, which is amazing. It just says how much other people's governments love them. They don't want them eating all the damn preservatives and all that shit. Alright. Just get out of the construction. Yeah, Bears making some pretty good time, actually. Pretty stoked. Figured the earlier I would take off, then I could sit and chill and hang out with the old man a little bit. Yeah. Pretty decent day, it looks like, outside. Well, from what I see. Beautiful scenery. Beautiful scenery. Well, I don't really know what else to chit chat about. Shout out to Bartlett too. Check them guys out if you're into heavy metal music. Yeah, and thank you everybody that's been listening to a lot of the older episodes. Yeah, I was pretty shocked when I hopped on there the other day and noticed that there's people still listening to the podcast. Which is pretty cool. I appreciate you. I was trying to see if I heard any cool ghost stories or anything. Maybe not ghost stories, but conspiracies. Got that, what was it? That one musician or whatever. Is it Oliver Tree? I seen a thing where he's actually Rob Dyrdek. I don't know. Another one of those cloning things. Which is kind of interesting, I guess. Like I've said once before, I don't really believe it. Take everything with a grain of salt, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting. The cloning thing is definitely interesting. I did see something too. You'll just have to do some digging for yourself, but Chester from Lincoln Park. Just go in and Google and see who his dad is. He's involved with the government. I heard something about how he was trying to expose like the child trafficking stuff as well. So, yeah, a lot of that stuff is really interesting too. I mean, how they try to cover this stuff up and whatnot. I wonder what some of like our teachers. I probably have said this before, but I don't know. It's been so long since I've recorded anything. I wonder what some of our teachers think. That we grew up with. Yep. Coming up to Sundance. Some history and Sundance. That's for sure. I don't really remember right now, to be honest with you, but I mean, I do have a little bit of a drive, so I guess I could look into something. Come back. See what we got. I haven't done much golf. I think I said that already. I'm sure my wife even said that. You haven't done much golfing this year. It's almost, I guess it's not that difficult. It's just, I don't know. And it's not really the whole drinking thing either. I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest with you. It would be really cool to go out there and golf again. I'm hoping to golf with Brent again before I leave Mitchell, but their golf course that we went to last year is beautiful. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get all my clubs and everything in the Outback. These vehicles actually ain't too bad. I don't understand why I guess it is a typical lesbian car, as they say. No offense to anybody, obviously. And it's pretty, I don't feel gay. Happy, I guess, if you want to take it that far. What was I guess? Oh, some things that have been happening around town that people have been getting bent out of shape about. Did you know that women can actually walk around with no tops on? You can just walk around with your boobs out. Pretty crazy stuff. Years ago, there was a lady that, she had cancer. Rest in peace. She passed away. But she would cruise around on her little moped. People would, were getting bent out of shape about it. My kids can see it. It's like, well, I'm pretty sure they've seen a tit before. It's probably sucked on yours. Yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, the other day there was a gal that, I had first seen somebody complaining about it on Facebook about how there was a lady walking down 2nd Street, no shirt on. And of course, she was, oh, my kids are in the vehicle, blah, 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 blah. Another thing too, I just thought about, if you don't say anything, 9 times out of 10 people don't notice shit unless you point it out. You know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, the other day I seen her walking past, walked right past the shop, and I was like, whoa, huh, crazy. And of course, the customer afterwards had said something, there's a lady walking down 2nd Street with no shirt on, her boobs are just out. Oh yeah, she just walked by just a little bit ago. Yeah, crazy. The other thing too I've noticed, well, just living in Casper in general, if somebody opens something, like, and so the new crave is dirty sodas. And I don't, I don't know the whole recipes or any shit like that, but I think you throw like whipped cream and stuff like that in them, or, and like a Red Bull or what have you. But yeah, it's just like now they're popping up all over, and it's essentially, it's nobody wants to help each other. Everybody just tries to outdo everybody. So if somebody comes out with something and they're like, oh my God, I know that I can, whatever. I get it. Everybody's trying to make a dollar, but at the same time too, it's not a good look. And the other thing too, it's like, what are you trying to do? Like, how are you going to be better than the next person? What is going to make me want to purchase something from you? The other thing is the vape shop thing too. It's like, how many more of these vape shops are we going to get? Like I said, hey, it's cool. You know what I mean? But, let's be honest. Forbidden has been around for how many years? And every time somebody comes in, they're always like, oh, you got the cheapest price in town. Like, oh, sweet. Love to hear that. Or they'll complain about the other places. Or the other thing, too, is like, oh, we don't, or they don't have half of what you guys have. Da, 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 da. It's like, well, there's a reason why I've been around for so damn long. But it's just crazy. It's just things to notice. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe other people do too. I don't know. I don't really give a shit, I guess. I don't really care about anybody's opinion either anymore. Which is awesome. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. What else makes me feel good? Not drinking. That makes me feel good. When the kids are doing good in sports, the wife's happy. Creating artwork, seeing joy upon people's faces. That's another thing too. Get back into the artwork stuff. When I post something on, my Facebook or Instagram, I've been dealing more with the Facebook just because I've been actually getting paid a little bit. So I've been just kind of plucking away on that. One thing I did notice, though, I did go and upload a couple videos on my TikTok. And holy moly, I've been getting some pretty cool responses there. And mind you, I have been on those social media platforms for I don't know how many years. Anyway. With the Facebook thing. When I post something on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever, those prices are completely different than when I see somebody at like a vendor show or, just any sort of show. You know what I mean? All the prices are going to be different. Nothing ever stays the same. The only thing that does stay the same, though, is commission pieces. And that's because that's just, you're asking me to work for you. And you came to me because of my word, essentially. And not to sound egotistical or anything like that. It's just it's a fucking fact. And I have put over 10 years into, I don't know, honing in a style, I guess you could say. And as an artist, I can charge whatever I want because it's my work. But yeah, like a lot of these vendor shows, if you come, you are going to get a deal. That's just how it is. Just like this Arts in the Park thing. I'm truly pushing to, try to get sold out this year. I do still have like a lot of my poster board stuff. A lot of people really like the landscape work, which I don't blame you. It is really cool. Because about the only, I might use maybe a stencil for like your planets, and maybe a stencil for a silhouette that's going to be in it. Other than that, it's all just coming off the top of the dome. Excuse me. The pop art stuff, a lot of that shit is mostly just stencil, but I figured out a way that I like the way it looks, and like a lot of other people do. So where was I going with that? I have no fucking idea. There's an airplane that's hoisted up. Ooh, Cowboy Church. That's cool. Cowboy Church. Oh yeah, and I didn't bring like a lot of the landscape stuff with on this trip, just because I'm going to be adding more to it. I do have some frames that I'm going to be bringing. I have a limited amount of the frames. So what I'm going to be doing, obviously you can purchase one of the pieces, and then an extra charge, I will be charging for the frame as well. It's a supply and demand type thing, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be working on a raffle piece too once I get back home. I know a lot of people have really, it's a cheaper way to, get a piece of artwork, one of a kind. I have thought about getting prints and stuff. I ran out of time, essentially, this go around. But everything is one of one, essentially. I think I have maybe one or two of the screen prints that I did. It was just 20 of this one painting that I did. I did the screen prints of it and printed them myself too, by the way. Or didn't print them myself. I pressed all the shirts and the hoodies. Did all that myself. I think I might have a couple of those. I still have some t-shirts. I mean, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff, so definitely come check it out. I'm going to be, a lot of stuff's on sale. I'm going to have some fun this go around. I'm pretty excited too, because, not that it wasn't a good time sitting there, having beers with my buddy, because it was, but, this is going to be essentially the first, well, no, take that back. I have done another event where I wasn't drinking. That was at the coffee shop, the Copper Cup. That was really cool. But I guess a longer event, where I won't be drinking. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm excited. Excited to meet some new people, see some old faces. I guess the other thing too, like, I don't know if there's really this, I have heard too where, people have said, oh, you think you're better than me because you don't drink anymore or anything like that. You know what? If that's your fucking opinion, that's your opinion. I could give a shit less. I just, if that's wholeheartedly what you think, then, I mean, it's what you think. I don't really give a shit. I'm focused on myself and my family and, my next step, I guess. And none of that shit really has, I don't really have a room for it in my life anymore, essentially. I wasted so many years. And we're talking 15 years old all the way to what, I'm 42 now. I mean, and, a lot of that shit too, like, I would consistently get locked up for, alcohol related stuff. A lot of people don't. I mean, some of you have known me for a few years, I guess, but, only the real ones know, I guess. Rolling past Beulah, Wyoming right now. Give a huge shout out to my brother, Travis Roach. He's been on the podcast a few times. Earlier years episodes. Please go scroll back and check that out. He's another reason why our podcast is kind of a thing, Travis was a huge supporter. Man, that's one thing I miss about that dude. There was really no ever, negative type thing. I guess it was more or less, let's do it. You know what I mean? And that's the mentality that I have. And, that's why we click so good. He's one of those dudes that it's like, man, I'm pretty sure you were my brother at another lifetime. Or in another lifetime, whatever. But yeah, still hella missed. Sean Doherty too. Dorothy. Oh, what do we got here? Just the highway department. We're in the great state of South Dakota. That's what's up. Love it. Love it. One of my goals too when we're coming through this time. Trying to move back. See lots of positives. I do know that, a lot of people say there isn't a lot of shit to do. I get it. But that doesn't mean that there's not room for growth. Throughout the years of me not living in South Dakota, I have attained quite a few different skills that I think would be beneficial for the community, and just, I don't know, I just kind of want to move back home, slow down, Not saying that Casper is a city or anything like that, but, a lot bigger than where I come from, and I'm just ready to slow down, tired of the fast pace type shit. Even though it's nowhere compared to, Denver or, Vegas. But Yeah, kind of the best song that comes to mind. I think about it is Benjamin Todd, Shooting Star. You know, years ago when I lived in Gillette, and my sister moved to Casper, you know, she had said that moving to Casper is a lot better than Gillette. And don't get me wrong, she, you know, wasn't joking as far as, you know, some opportunities and stuff. It was a fresh start. But yeah, it's just like, thought I saw a shooting star under these city lights. Okay, I'm done singing because it's obviously his job, and he does a way better job at it than I do. But yeah, anyhow, I think I'm gonna pause this and let my phone charge. I really do need to call that damn dentist. But yeah, so if you made it this far, thanks for listening. I keep talking. You wonder why. Also, yeah, I'll see if I can find some shit to talk about. This stuff that's interesting. I do know I got some screenshots, but I don't know if I can look at them while I'm recording. So I'll test that out.